Next is, yes, Richard Pietro?
Thank you.
I'm setting up my timer for 5 minutes, so.
No, I'll do that for you.
All right.
Otherwise, it's kind of replaces me. It's not fair.
That's the last thing I want to do.
Well, actually. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
So my name is Richard Pietro, and I spent the last 5 years working diligently trying to make open government and open data a reality. I'm most notably known as the guy who rode his motorcycle 20,000 kilometers across Canada and held events in 17 Canadian cities to talk about open gov and open data. And I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity today and would like to congratulate you on moving forward on an open data initiative that will be best in class. But I have to say that I am a little bit nervous today. The Toronto Police Services Board is a pretty powerful place, and I'm just a little guy. And what I'm about to say to you guys may not resonate well. So please keep in mind that all I'm trying to do is offer suggestions and provide perspective. Now, whether or not this is founded or unfounded, you have to acknowledge that there's a growing tension between the public and police forces. And what I'm about to share with you is my top 8 list on how to ensure your open data initiative is a success in this environment. So number 8, be mindful of open washing. Please know that as an open gov and open data community, we are concerned that your efforts here may just be a public relations exercise. But also please keep in mind that we want to believe your intentions are noble and that your actions will be as convincing as your words. Number 7, you are not special. We in the open gov and open data community hear this all the time. We can't do this here because things are different here. No, they're not. They're the same everywhere. And that's just an excuse. And speaking of excuses, much like my colleague Mark, don't use privacy laws as an excuse. There are ways to release quality data and still protect privacy. Ontario's very own privacy commissioner has set the worldwide standard with its privacy by design principle. Please make use of them. And also please keep in mind that you're protecting the public's privacy, not necessarily your own. Number 5, outside in and inside out. In a textbook open gov and open data world, there is no ivory tower. Your open gov and open data initiatives can't stay hidden inside the police headquarters. That's why you must do 2 things. You must literally bring the public inside your offices and send your officers out into the public as part of your open data initiative. Number 4, practice what you preach. Your initiative states that the Toronto Police Board wants to be best in class. Wants to be best in class when it comes to police open data. With words like that, that means you will be setting the standard. You will be trailblazing. And that means you will need to take risks. Number 3, this is about building trust. Open gov and open data are fundamentally about building trust through collaboration. And much like your police officers build trust by working with their partners, your open gov and open data initiatives need to see the police and the public as partners. We are here to help, and we need to work alongside your officers in both the development and the publishing of your open data. Number 2, do not ignore the elephant in the room. You cannot ignore the carding issue in Toronto. It doesn't matter what you do or what you release. Open data is about engagement, accountability, and transparency, and I am afraid that your open data initiative might be perceived as a failure by the public and the media if you do not address carding in your first wave. And lastly, number 1, the culture of open. Police forces the world over are based on the military. They have formalized chains of commands and protocol. They are meant to be efficient and authoritative, linear, black and white, maintaining the status quo. On the other hand, open gov and open data are based on questioning the status quo. They are about network relationships. They are about trial and error and agility. These are the values of open gov and open data, and by choosing to come into this world, you will have to adapt to these values. Otherwise, there's just no point. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So let me turn this off before it beeps.
Good, okay. Colleagues, questions of Mr. Pietro?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellent presentation. Have you given us a hard copy? Yeah. Great, thank you. The